mean, are we all in agreement? We all hate it.
No, I'm not in agreement with that. I fucking love it.
I think it's cool, but at the same time, it's like a fucking iPhone.
Yeah. No.
You get what I'm saying, though,
I
right?
do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I laugh, because that's like the perfect analogy.
I mean, that's
for it.
all. Like,
Toyota people are like, where everyone else is like, cool, it's
I
the
think-
same thing.
personally, I think the only reason it's
What's up, guys? Welcome back.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. We're all back together. What's up, guys?
voices in my head.
Welcome back
This
to
is Tim's schizophrenic
Jesus
mind.
Christ.
Off to a hot start here, boys.
Can you tell we're all back together? It's been a while.
We spun the wheel again, and we actually have all of us.
We do.
How many episodes has it been since all four of us were on
It
together?
hasn't been that long, I don't think. Oh, no, because PJ didn't show up last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had
Fucking bum.
the three of us.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
We'll banter, and I'll figure that out.
Fuck the new Toyota 4Runner. I said it. I said it.
Starting off strong.
Said it. Hot take.
Oh, yeah.
Spicy take here. Spicy take. No, I
That
honestly.
steel reserve's kicking in quick.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
It's 8%.
it's 8%. They really extra.
Going in the top of the ladder.
Oh, it's slow brewed.
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like my coffee that I also probably should. Anyway, yeah, hottest take in the automotive industry right now. I think the only reason anybody likes the new 4Runner is because it's the new 4Runner.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like I said,
I think the last time all four of us were together was episode 81. The Dirt Nerd Dictionary
Jesus.
of Automotive Things.
Wow. Yeah, it's been a while then.
that's a mouthful.
I think that's the last time we were all together. All right.
But yeah, I don't like it. I think
New 4Runner, it's an iPhone 6.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like every Jeep that's ever come out. It's just a copy and paste of the same thing
Yeah.
with some updates.
And the Toyota people will just eat it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also eating it up.
Well, yeah.
I think they did a good job. I think they styled it very well. I think
You mean like the Tacoma and
Yeah,
the
no, but
Sequoia?
I think they could have done
that's how all brands style
The
their
fact that
vehicles.
it's got a
choose-
snorkel on it,
Well, the
pretty cool.
the Trailhunter, yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. But all of these automotive
It's not a
brands,
snorkel.
sorry, cowl intake.
No, it is a snorkel.
it goes up the windshield.
Yeah, it's a snorkel.
But yeah, all of these brands have a basic design they pick when they do a model update.
Yeah,
and I think the
family
new,
resemblance.
the new family of Toyota products
Yeah.
looks really good. Like I don't hate it.
I agree, and I feel like the 4Runner is the redheaded stepchild of that family.
So
It doesn't fit. It
No.
doesn't fit.
Just thinking of the Ford commercials. The have you ever wanted to buy the exact same model car as the year before, even though it's just slightly better?
So I think it's the exact same model as 2 years before. It's so much more.
Get you a
I was going to say it's a fourth gen.
It's a
which is-
fourth gen.
Yeah.
It's a fourth gen with a 4-cylinder, but a fucking powerful 4-cylinder.
Honestly, to me, it feels like
Everything's
AI
coming
designed
turboed
it.
now, so it's
I think
fine.
no, it's not a. It is not a turbo.
No?
Ford. It's
It's turbo.
Is it turbo?
turbo
Ford?
I thought I thought it was
just-
turbo.
I thought it was like the hybrid 4.
So no, the turbo 4-cylinder is the only option. You can get it with a hybrid attached to it, but it's the same IMAX turbo 4-cylinder
say, I
on
was
all
pretty
of
sure it was
the
turbo.
trims.
Okay.
Which is like 370 horsepower.
That's the smartest
Yeah.
thing they did in the whole truck.
That's the smartest thing Jeep's done is a turbo 4-cylinder.
Does it
Well,
come with bronze
no.
wheels from the factory?
Yeah, it
The
does,
Trailhunter.
actually.
Yes, it
yeah.
does.
And I will say that color, that like green color, the bluish teal green
Oh,
with the bronze wheels, the press photos look great. I still, I don't know.
Did you see the thing I posted on Instagram? I tagged Zach in. I called it the Forbes runner because Forbes
Oh, yeah.
dropped it.
Runner.
Forbes dropped it 12 hours
Yeah.
early.
Whoops.
The Toyota Forbes
Here's
runner.
the thing: in this day and age of social media, nothing's on accident.
No.
It was.
We need the press first.
That was
Yeah.
Toyota trying to do Salt Bay. Like,
yeah.
No,
No, that was that was Forbes.
Yeah,
that was
that was-
Forbes going, we want to be first.
Well, it was. Hey, how much do we have to pay you to release this 12 hours early? And then we'll make it look like a leak. And Toyota's like, oh yeah, no problem.
No,
Sam.
I think
I'm telling you that shit happens way more.
Quarter
than you
mil,
think.
it's all yours.
Yeah.
100%.
I think it was an
Forbes
accident.
has the money.
I mean, Forbes definitely has the money,
No, here's the thing though.
but they
fact that it's a
definitely
financial journal,
broke their
Meow.
What
The
hell's-
internet? Their
Not the internet, but their contract that they had with Toyota. They definitely got sued by Toyota for that.
I don't think so.
Ah.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
It's just a
That's
ruse.
like Pal World getting sued by Nintendo.
yeah. Because here's the thing. All the
Eminem having beef with MGK.
all the influencers and YouTubers, all had those videos recorded because as soon as Forbes broke the news early, every YouTube video was up. So everybody had, like, any of the press, everybody had seen it already, and they, like, I'm sure they, like, it was early because all of those press rides were locked down until a certain date, and for whatever reason Forbes had the exclusive rights to post it early, and it was leaked because everybody else thought it was all coming out on the same day, and then Forbes broke it at midnight. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Just ahead of the game.
And they went,
Some intern sitting there, hovering over the enter.
Well, I think. So what I
And
think
Scheduled it for 12A instead of 12B.
that's exactly what I think happened. Is the release was at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time because they were doing it on the California coast in San Diego.
Or maybe the contract didn't specify Eastern time.
You
Well, so, no,
exactly when.
or it didn't
It said
specify.
10:30, and they went, "Ooh, it's 10:30 in France."
So the Forbes
Where's the
o'clock
international?
somewhere.
Where's the international dateline? It's 10:30 there. Ding.
the Forbes picture came out at 10:30 a.m. instead of 10:30 p.m. Eastern.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Trust me, that was
so
planned.
so what's
that was
your?
planned.
I love it. I think it meets all of the needs of the market. They catered to the off-road market with the
Yes.
trim levels. Like it's everything
Everybody
we want
is
Jeep
catering
to
to
do.
the off-road
No,
market.
no. So this is where I disagree with you. They didn't change anything from a performance standpoint.
Nope.
There's no extended travel. There's no remote reservoir shocks. They put on bolt-on lift kits. They
I
put
think
on
the
bolt-on lift kits for the Trail Hunter. That's overland specific, dude. It's the same shit.
OMB.
I can go. Yeah, it's ARB.
Yeah,
it's an
I
old
thought-
man
I
emo
thought it-
lift kit.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like at least from my perspective, my complaint about what Jeep does or doesn't do is it lacks innovation. Right? Like you're not doing anything new. You're giving me bolt-on parts that I can buy anywhere
Yeah.
from the factory. Like, yeah, it's cool.
So I will say.
I think it looks hideous. I honestly,
Oh, I think it looks good.
the
I
Hulk
think the
Hogan
best
meme,
part, yes,
the double
the Hulk
mustache
Hogan meme.
That one's good. That
my
one's
God.
That one's fit. That's the
Brother.
That's the episode art, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can find that.
I don't know. I don't like it.
Yes.
It doesn't do it for me.
We can call it the Brother Runner episode.
The brother runner,
The bro runner.
the bro runner. So they did the same thing that Jeep did though. Is the only difference between the performance package is the shock options.
Right.
Is they just changed the shocks you get.
So-
The suspension is the same. I think the springs may be a different rate, a
Yeah,
little bit,
maybe.
But it's the suspension is entirely the same except for the springs and shocks.
Right.
And it's super easy to change the spring and shock because of a McPherson strut.
Right.
I'm sorry. What was
I
that?
couldn't.
They're
I was-
actually not McPherson.
You wanna-
strut, but-
I
Words.
thought they were McPherson's.
No, McPherson strut
breath.
doesn't have an upper control arm. It has a bearing, so the strut itself pivots. That's what you find in like a
so
Honda
it's
Civic.
double wishbone with the strut.
It's technically a coilover.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Actually,
Let me put the nerd glasses on real quick.
it's a coilover.
Yeah, but so besides the styling of it, the Trail Hunter looks good. This has been my complaint for years in the auto industry. They build the cool car and then they downgrade everything.
Yeah.
So they make the Trail Hunter, and then for 8 other steps, there are 9 trim levels to this thing.
9.
That is outrageous.
That's what pisses me off.
Outrageous.
Give me 4.
Right.
Give me 4.
Yeah.
And be done with it.
Like we're overinflating it. There's like of the 9, I think 2 or 3 are not off-road packages.
Yeah, the platinum is purely on road
There's
with
the
20s.
Platinum, there's an
and-
SR5, and there's a Limited, right?
Yes. Then there's a TRD, TRB Pro.
Right.
TRB?
TRD, TRD
The Steel
Pro.
Reserve's hitting.
And then there's the
Trail Hunter.
Trail Hunter. The thing they did do right, which Jeep fucked up, is they have a dashboard and then an infotainment system.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have
Wow.
a single fucking screen.
Well, no. The 24 Wrangler's 2 big screens that look like one screen.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst. So we decided to do an episode where we shit on Toyota and we ended up shitting on Jeep.
Yeah,
First of all, we
it's
shit
a
on
theme.
Jeep all the time.
Yeah.
We
No,
shit
but-
on everyone.
That's
They
par for the
didn't-
course.
They didn't actually. I don't know. there's so much lacking in my opinion. Like they had
They
the
didn't change
opportunity.
enough.
Right? Like there was like bringing the Land Cruiser back. Right? That's all new. They just took a 4Runner and like basically
That's
put a
what
body
you
kit
do with
on
a
it.
body refresh. What was the last Silverado?
But it's
it was
not-
the exact same thing.
Yeah, but there's
Yeah, but have you seen
What was the last Tundra and Tacoma? It was the exact same thing.
No.
No.
Have you seen the past 2 generations of like the GMC Sierra? Completely different.
Yeah, so that
Completely different between mine and the newest
right.
generation.
This is the 6th generation. It's not a body refresh.
yeah.
yeah, no, it's a whole vehicle. It's,
Right.
it's ground up.
But
No,
that's
but
what I'm saying is
this
all
is
they
the
did was a body refresh essentially.
This is the shit that they used to get in trouble for all the time back when we were kids, where they'd come out with the commercial that said the all new,
Yeah.
and nothing was new. And they started getting in trouble for it because they were charging $15,000 more.
It is new.
Yeah,
It's
it is
new,
what it is.
but it's half-ass new.
Now
Yeah.
with real parts. What was it before?
It's still made in Japan, which is cool.
Yeah. No.
Well, no,
no.
Yeah, they are. They're still made in Japan.
The
The
4Runner is made exclusively for the North American market.
Yeah.
Nope, it's got a JVN code.
Does it really?
I did-
They're
it
just only
does.
sold in the US.
They're sold outside the U.S. I think.
No.
the primary market is U.S., but they're sold other places.
no,
but it does still
I know that the Tacoma and the Tundra are US only.
it does still have a JVN code.
It's not a Hilux.
So that is nice. It's you're getting JDM and Japanese
don't
quality
think it
building.
is.
I think it is. It was part of Zach's video that he did.
So maybe this one is.
It hasn't been like that in the past.
Yeah, this one is, as far as I know, in the little research I've done on social media, it is made in Japan.
Yes, but we all know what
That
your reading
tracks.
comprehension is like. So
Waiting for
There
Tom
it
to
is.
Google it.
I can't trust that. That's a fucking forum. Oh, damn it, phone. Get it together.
On top of that, the thing that I think Toyota missed is like I'm a big fan. Like I think all your opinions are wrong, which is fine.
Well, speak up for yourself. Damn it.
That's what I'm doing, damn it. I think the miss is the separation between this and the Land Cruiser is very little. I think it's the age market. The Land Cruiser is going to sell to the older crowd, and the 4Runner is going to
we'll
sell
also
to the
sell
younger
to
crowd.
the older crowd.
But you are correct. The 4Runner is built in the US. In Japan. The Tundras are built in the US.
You know why?
Because the Tundra doesn't.
Chicken tax.
Wait, what?
The chicken tax.
Chicken?
It's an embargo.
The Tacoma and the Tundras are both built here. The 4Runners are built.
That's why.
Overseas.
So the chicken tax is why you see no other models of
or
trucks
Mexico.
sold in the U.S. from European markets or the Asian markets, is because there's a 30% tariff on all of the imports of trucks that aren't built in North America.
You want to know why there's a chicken tax?
It's something to do with 70s and farmers.
Because.
I don't know.
I knew he was lining that one up.
I'm so glad it was silent for that.
I don't know.
I knew he was lining that one up.
Future time ISO that.
Yep,
I said that.
Dude,
That's a ringtone.
That wasn't even a loft. That was like moon gravity. That thing floated there until it was fucking smacked out of the park. Oh man.
So what do you,
Jesus.
Tom? What do you think about the separation between the Land Cruiser and the 4Runner? I think they're the same vehicle.
I'll be very curious to see. I haven't seen anything as far as any shared mechanicals, but I agree. I think there's going to be a lot of shared mechanicals, especially with the 4Runner getting that optional third row.
Yeah, I think it's not shared mechanical. I think it's more of a shared market. Is they're
Oh, well-
competing against themselves in the same market?
Yeah, which is
It's
exactly
the
what,
same reason they got rid of the FJ Cruiser.
well, but that's exactly what's killing Jeep right now. That's to me, this is the irony
R.I.P..
of the whole thing. Is Jeep did the whole multiple competing vehicles along with 5-6 different trim lines, and I think Toyota's going to fall into that same problem. I don't know. It's the same thing. My same complaint with Jeep people. Like the Toyota fanboys are eating it up like it's the greatest thing since sliced
yeah.
bread.
And
I'm
it's
like,
not.
demand more. Demand
I'm interested to see if they've, because I don't know the weak points. I've seen a axle ripped out of a 5th gen by Buddy.
it's the same axle.
Control arm, but I don't know if have they strengthened anything. Have they strengthened control arms? Have they strengthened brackets?
That's
Have
my
they-
point,
have
right?
they-
doubt it.
Like instead of going, look, we added 3 inches of travel and we gave you fully boxed control arms, a longer 4-link, all the stuff that would actually make it good. They just went rigid lights.
Rig it.
air compressor.
Aggressive styling.
Yeah.
Snorkel.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like
75% of the time, it works every time.
They literally put on the vehicle everything that Toyota people eat up on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's how you sell.
No, but that's the problem.
I think it's
Sell
gonna
out.
I think it's gonna sell like hotcakes.
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna sell better than Bronco. Like I
Well, especially with the hybrid powertrain, so you have more power and better fuel economy, and extended range.
I do think the 4xe is changing the off-road. Like, people fucking drank that Kool-Aid so quick. Oh, it's got a battery and an electric motor that's more torque for off-road. Oh, my hybrid burned down in the woods.
So I will say,
Oh, my battery's dead before I even get to the trail.
I
Toyota's,
can't go through the mud.
Toyota's been doing hybrids since hybrids were cool.
Yeah, I don't
like
think,
like
I don't
Toyota's
think
technology is
no.
awesome.
Toyota's been doing hybrids since before hybrids
Correct.
were cool.
Yes.
Correct.
hybrids were never cool.
They're becoming cool.
Toyota. I don't think they officially invented the hybrid.
Yay.
I'll say they
Unofficially.
I'll say they pioneered it.
Oh,
They
100%.
they made the hybrid usable.
With
And I'm
the
not.
price.
This isn't. I'm not
surprised with it all.
I'm not comparing the 4xe to Toyota's hybrid system because their hybrid systems are fantastic.
Also, not a plug-in.
It's not a plug-in. You're
Not
right.
a plug-in, which is fantastic.
I don't. There is no, in my opinion, which we've been told many times is usually wrong, but fuck them.
Oh yeah, we're talking about new cars. We need that guy to speak up about how
He
we're
never
always wrong.
did.
He
He
never
never
said
did.
anything.
I can't say that.
It's almost 2025. It could be a girl. We don't know.
There was a spelling error. It was a
I
man.
think.
Oh well.
I
just
don't.
be Gen Z.
I don't see the benefit off-road to hybrid. Does it mean you'll get better gas mileage when you have 400 pounds of overlanding shit in it on your way to work? Yes, but that's about it.
But traction board.
Yeah, they're heavy.
My Widow Wada.
Yeah, your little waddas and you.
I gotta make it through the parking
and
garage.
my fridge.
I'm interested to see how
am I gonna get down to tow road?
because they start building them the third quarter.
Which means if you want a 5th gen, go buy it now because they're going to be fucking cheap.
I'm interested to see how quick the aftermarket starts with them. See if they're as quick as they are with the Wrangler. Because the Wrangler
they won't be as quick.
You had like 19 lift kits as soon as the Wrangler came out.
I think
Same frame.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's some exclusivity with ARB from a pre-production thing. Jeep is very generous in giving out pre-production models for R&D. I don't necessarily see that with actual third-party aftermarket companies showing up on the assembly line. I don't see
I was
a lot of
impressed that
pre-production
the-
stuff coming out.
Now, within the first 6 months,
I could be wrong.
we'll probably start to see some like, hey, this is coming out by end of year kind of stuff. But
Was it the TRD Pro that had the Bilsteins? That was cool.
Yeah,
They got a good set of
they've been
had
running.
the
Yeah, they've been running the Bilsteins for a while now.
yeah, the
I think
5th gen TRDs.
2020.
Yeah.
The TRD Pros had
It's either 2019 or 2020.
Yeah. Because we have that conversation all the time with people. They're like, I need replacement shocks, and it's like, oh well, here's the Bilstein 5100s, and they're like, wait, no, those are what I have already, and we're like, yeah,
Yeah, that's OEM. You asked for replacements, not upgrades.
Oh well, I want to get a lift out of it. Okay, well we
Cool.
can.
Here's the Bilstein 6112.
Yeah, we just do the same thing.
Does the 5100 not have the snap ring in there where you can just
It does.
adjust it?
It does. Yeah.
So you can do a lift on a replacement shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Or
the
stock
6112
replacement
is just an
Yeah.
upgraded.
What was the? Was it a 4Runner that had that fully integrated shock system?
Yeah, the X-rays.
The X-ray.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
X-rays. Yeah, that's been around for a while.
You know
on,
what,
like,
though?
the
That
limiteds
came
and-
Explain that to me. What is an X-ray shock
it's a
system?
self-leveling hydraulic suspension.
Oh, that sounds really expensive.
It actually,
it's actually really simple.
surprisingly, it came out really easily
Yeah.
when you took
Yeah.
it out.
Basically,
I was actually concerned it was going to take
all
a lot
four
longer.
shocks are connected
Well, it's
by
because I opened the system completely, but
Yeah.
all four shocks are connected by a hydraulic line, and when one shock compresses, it pushes oil out into the opposite.
Okay,
shock.
so it's like a really basic.
Yeah,
I was thinking
yeah.
like Chevy's mag ride that they sold in our
Yeah,
trucks.
no, that shit's
Or those
stupid.
two trucks.
That-
they had
that's-
they had those
yeah.
mag rides that it did the same thing just electronically.
Yeah. Yeah.
which was
Honestly, I feel like the
horrendous.
X-Rays probably operates better than the KDSS when it's.
I would imagine,
Lifted.
yeah, because the KDSS is like actually computer controlled.
Yeah,
It's
it
trying to
freaks
do
out.
math.
Yeah.
Where like the X-rays is a little bit dumber. It's just fluid,
Just
moving.
oil moving back and forth.
I think there's some pumping involved, but yeah,
This is literally brake lines,
Yeah.
hydraulic lines running from the front to the rear to the front,
yeah.
Yeah, it's
like along the
It's-
frame rails.
That's
it's
cool.
you look at it and you go, oh, that's really complicated, and then you go, that's really simple.
Just hydraulic lines.
Yeah,
It's just inconvenient for upgrading.
because
So
you
you're
have
not-
because you have to remove it completely.
Not a fan.
What, of X-rays? Or?
No, of the faux runner.
I'm underwhelmed.
I don't
is
think
the
he's
better-
not a fan.
Yeah,
I think it's there's not enough there to be like,
just-
oh wow, this is a great upgrade to what we've
I
already
don't.
seen.
I don't like the hype. Like the new the Tundra
So,
hype.
the Tundra's awesome.
The Tundra hype hit, and maybe the Forerunner being the last of the family to come out is why it's underwhelming to me.
I think they could have switched the order, done the Forerunner first because it's the most popular one of the brand. Sure.
honestly, if they had sandwiched it, I think it would probably be received a little better.
or do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, do
Because
it.
the Tundra making the comeback that it has been wild to see.
Yeah.
Because people have shit on the Tundra forever.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, this new version of it, people are you see them everywhere.
Yeah, there was
so
a,
if they would sandwich the Forerunner in there in
Tundra's
between,
just going, first time.
yes, pretty much. Tundra finally got its comeuppance.
Maybe I'm burnt out on it. Maybe it's because I like the 5th gen. Like I think the 5th gen is a fantastic looking truck. So it's like,
Well, and it's been fantastic looking for 15 years.
Yeah.
like they got it right from the start.
I
I,
need-
also think they got the 6th gen right. I think it's a good looking truck.
I need to get my hands on it. Like my initial reactions are I'm underwhelmed. If you told me right now what is the new Toyota truck that you want,
Tundra.
I'm tossed between the Tundra and the Land Cruiser. Everything else, I could care less.
Yeah.
Like I'll go get a 5th gen on the cheap before I would wait in line for a 6th.
Yeah.
But I would wait in line for a Tundra or a Land Cruiser.
I don't think it's bad. I'm with him. Like it's just there's not enough there to just kind of be like, okay, cool. It's another Forerunner.
I saw
like
somebody-
there's nothing innovative about it really. When you really break it down mechanically.
At least not that I've seen.
Yeah.
I watched.
because they've had the powertrain for a while.
Yeah. Well,
The hybrid system,
the powertrain stuff is always going to be where a lot of the innovation comes from, especially these days with emissions requirements and whatnot. So, like to me, that's not like putting a new motor in something isn't changing the game. Like
I think narrowing it down from the 4th gen having the V8 to 5th gen just being the V6 to 6th just being a inline 4 with a turbo.
Yeah, but everybody's.
I think
they're all
that's
doing that
pretty
now.
cool.
The Colorado Canyon's only an available in a turbo 4.
Oh, the new ones are only
Yeah.
okay.
That's the bringing it down to one motor thing is actually,
Nice.
I think, one of the smart things that
Yeah.
a lot of companies are doing, because it's one taking the choices out of buying it of like what motor's better, right? We get it all the time at the shop. Should I get the 2-liter turbo or should I stick with the tried and true 3.6 and we're like, get the 2-liter turbo? And they're like, oh really? But it's only a 4-cylinder, and it's like it actually makes more power and torque than the 3.6, and the 3.6 still has all the same junky problems it had in the. It's
garbage.
So it's like there's something to be said about simplifying your product line, and it allows you to do things like the Trail Hunter because you're not spending the cost on 5 different motors.
Yeah.
And it's the tunability. Like I know GM did it with the Colorado Canyon. It's the same turbo 4 with 3 different tunes. So depending on the package you get, like the ZR2's got 340 horse out of the ZR2, where like the base model is getting like 290.
Yeah.
So like there's benefit in that sense, but I
And
think
they're probably locking the ECU so you can't just take it.
Oh,
to
they
your
are.
car.
yeah, I mean
They are
everything's been locked
100%
for 10 years now. At this
They
point.
they actually came out and said that openly. They're like,
Mopar,
you're not getting in here.
Mopar's done the same thing. It's, but I like I don't like this trend that we're on of let's put a badge, a body kit, and some bolt-on parts on it. Like we like let's actually make good off-road stuff also good on road. Like Toyota, Jeep, they all have the money to sit there and take a high flex joint, a long travel suspension, a coilover, all this stuff that we do aftermarket that you lose maybe some of the ride quality or some of the wear because of it's a heavy duty part, so it takes a little more work. Put the R&D into it on the manufacturer side and give us better versions of actual off-road parts. Like
I think that comes down to the long-term reliability and the cost benefit analysis is.
I agree.
It doesn't make sense for them to invest in a system that already works.
But
So the aftermarket's doing it with,
but that's my
Dobinson and ARB and all these other guys are doing it too.
right. But
But even the high quality off-road stuff still has a shorter lifetime than the on-shelf
100%.
products from the manufacturer.
And again, it's this my desire doesn't outweigh the logic of it. Like I agree with what you're saying. It's just if you're gonna push this monster off-roader or some like the X Overland walk around of the Trail Hunter, like they're comparing the Trail Hunter and the TRD Pro, and they're talking about how the TRD Pro is Baja ready, and I'm like, it's not even close. It's not even close.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't even come close to the Raptor.
Right. Well, but no, but that's what I'm saying. Is like look at the Raptor R, look at the Bronco Raptor. That's the stuff I'm talking about. Like as much as I shit on Ford, they got the aftermarket, the
Race
factory
ready.
aftermarket, race ready, off road ready. They nailed it with those. Yeah, it's $150,000, but why isn't Toyota giving us something cool like that?
It was it Lauren Healy that posted something on social media the other day where he drove his Raptor R from LA to Baja,
Yeah.
pre-ran 1,000 miles in
Yeah.
Baja, and then drove home.
Right.
And I'm
with
like,
the air conditioning on.
yeah, with the air conditioning
Yeah.
on. I'm like, that's awesome.
That's
cool.
cool. But
Then
that's
like
the shit I want.
That's
I
innovation.
get that doesn't necessarily right. That doesn't necessarily. You don't sell 100,000 of those.
But you can make a limited
But
edition
you
out of
can,
it.
but give me 5,000, and then that's gonna make all your other stuff cooler because now people are gonna go buy your base Tacoma or base 4Runner and go, I want as close to a Bronco Raptor or as close to whatever you want. And then
to me, that is actually a $120,000 car.
right, 100%.
Like that's like
and that's
you-
a
you look-
bargain for
you-
what you're getting.
Yeah, no,
that's
but
a bargain.
But that's my point. Is like you
Yeah.
look at that and you go, okay, that is actually worth the money. 100% right there. I don't have to do anything.
I can't afford it, but it's worth it.
Yeah, 100%.
I hate that Ford's the one that's worth the money.
I know, but that's my point. That's what
Like
bothers me about.
because the Mojave is supposed to be Baja ready.
Right.
All it is a shock package.
it's a shock package with bump stops.
The TRD. Is
I would say
same
the
thing.
392 is more Baja ready than
Yeah.
the Mojave is.
Yeah, you could for $200 you can go get hydraulic bump stops, and your 392 is ready to
Yeah,
be Baja,
Baja
race.
ready.
Yep.
And that thing would bomb.
It'd be pretty quick.
Yeah.
I
It would
forget.
handle like shit.
I
I think the wheelbase would disappoint the four-door Wrangler.
Not in Baja.
No.
No, but it would be good in Baja.
Yeah.
It'd be shit in the rocks. Those trophy trucks are long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you need a
you would-
Gladiator.
Okay.
Yeah, if you had a 392
Oh,
Gladiator,
that would be
that'd
cool.
be so much better.
That'd be cool.
AMW baby,
We're not getting one of those, but
AMW.
yeah, we tried that. They're like $45,000 for that kit.
Yeah,
We looked into that.
but yeah, that would be the setup. If Jeep wanted to do a race ready solid axle Baja Gladiator,
Yeah, they won't.
that'd be sweet.
Yeah, it's-
I think Toyota should
Jeep's
hit
too
the
stuck in their
market
ways
with,
right now.
with the Tacoma and the Tundra and do the same thing. Is like actually do a competitive.
I think Toyota's smart. They are leaning into the overland market. Like that's.
Oh, and they were heavy. They said the word overland like
Yeah.
6 times in their release.
But we heard that at SEMA. Like
Yeah, they've been
talking about that. They're like, they literally sat there and said, watch, over the next 6 to 8 months, you're going to see every single car manufacturer come out and have at least one model where the words overland and off-road are used almost exclusively. Watch the commercials. And now every single commercial is a car that's driving through the mountains, through the snow, then in the desert, then through a pond. And you're like, God damn it. Like a Honda Civic can't do that.
I was
Shut
saying,
up.
even the non-off-road, like BMW has their X5 running down a dirt road. Like they don't have an off-road package, but they're still showing it off-road.
Have you seen the new one where everyone knows the oh shit handle?
Yeah,
Have you seen that commercial that's popped up?
I don't think so.
It's crap. Is it the Colorado? But they're basically doing a bunch of test drives and they're coming up with a bunch of different names for it.
Oh, yeah,
and
I've
it's
seen
like
that.
the seriously Greg handle, and it's like, and I looked at
relatable.
it popped up the other day, and I looked at Brittany and she goes, isn't that the oh shit handle? I went, thank you for knowing that, because that's the only acceptable name for that handle.
Shit.
That's not the exasperated gasp handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and of course,
What?
They
The
had-
car
Oh my
all the
God.
way up there is stopping.
And the last one is what got me. It's a dude sitting there going, "No me gusta," and it's just like, oh my god, guys, like just let it be what it is.
That's funny, though.
Like it was funny,
Yeah.
but I'm just sitting there like, all right, like come on. And then at the end of it, they're like, the all new Chevy Colorado, and it's like, what the fuck? It's got nothing to do with an oh shit handle.
If you're bad at driving, you'll love the Colorado because your wife can grab the handle and yell at you.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see more Bronco Raptor type stuff.
So I will say I am more impressed with the 4Runner release than I am with the Jeep release. I think the
I will give you
JL
that.
and the the JL and the JK were too similar. There's enough difference between the two, and they're also offering.
I would say there were
trim
the
levels.
biggest difference between those two was the creature comfort stuff. Like they fixed
Yeah,
a
but
lot
they
of
are
the-
completely different suspension. The control arms are longer, so like the
So you know that
the JL is a sneaky, massive improvement.
JL sits like
So
2
It's a-
inches higher
It's
than
a
JK.
low key massive improvement.
I will
over
say
the
you know
JK.
that now after working on them for a while. Once you get your hands on a 6,
I agree.
and you're probably going to change your mind.
The only reason I'm going to slightly disagree with that is I still don't like the styling. That's just me.
I think so. The one styling point I don't like is they took the windshield and they slanted it further back, so it makes that hood looks like it's 17 feet long.
Probably is 17 feet long. I don't know. They just. It just feels like they typed into fucking AI like, give me the last 3 Toyota 4Runners blended together,
Yeah.
and you got a 5th, 4th, and 3rd gen. all
Just
mixed
give me a
Yeah.
4Runner that the kiddies would love.
Yeah, I heard someone say,
me a 4Runner
"Man, I
with
wish the top
2
would come off."
mustaches.
I'm like, they'll never go back to that.
No,
We'll
I
never
do
go back to
appreciate that
that.
they kept the roll down window in the hatch.
Yes, and the C window goes all the way to the roof line. That's cool.
See, I think that's one of the things I don't
That's
like.
it's
about
gonna crush. Someone's gonna lean into a fucking tree and it's gonna crush.
it. Yeah, I also think it's hideous.
Oh, I like it.
I think-
That's a point that I like. But the first,
It's like they ran out of ink when they were drawing it. They're like, fuck, I guess that window is going to be huge now.
the first thing I thought when I saw that is, I've seen enough people slide roofs across trees. You're not going to slide that window across
That's going
the
to
tree
be an
successfully
expensive piece of glass.
because it's got that big curve to it. It's like almost a 90-degree curve to it. But yeah, I've seen some fiberglass hardtop slide.
Yeah.
That hurts.
I mean,
But
from-
your fiberglass hardtop is $3,000, and you can get a
Yeah.
brand new one.
Yep.
That window's probably gonna be $3,000 for one side.
yeah.
The other one I laughed at the other day was somebody posted, was like, oh, good, I can swap the fenders from my GMC Canyon over to my 5th gen or 6th gen. Like they literally just used GMC's
The aggressive styling, quote unquote.
That's funny.
See, actually, I think it looks better as an SR5 or limited than it does as the Trailhunter TRDs.
Yeah, I mean that cowl intake really fucks it up.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
like that. Now, from Zach's review, since he hasn't technically driven it yet, he said it is very loud. That
Well, that's a Toyota.
That snorkel. No, the snorkel is loud. Like without the snorkel, it's fine. But with the snorkel and the windows open, all you can hear is the snorkel sucking in air. Which
That's
means
unfortunate.
Which means it's sealed well and the snorkel is actually functional.
Good
Yeah,
job,
but-
Toyota.
But that's
Oh.
unfortunate.
All right, so ironically enough, nobody has actually mentioned this in any of the videos I watched on this the other day, but according to Car and Driver, they did actually, in fact, change the geometry.
Yeah, so they called it a multi-link rear suspension.
But that's
That's everything. It's a 5-link.
It's the same. It is the same type of suspension setup. It's just a different.
What?
No, it's just Toyota going, Jeep has a 4-link. Ha!
We have a.
We'll
no,
give him
so-
one extra.
I can't wait till someone comes out and goes, the new 10-link suspension.
So to be fair, the Jeep is a 5-link. You have four
the
control
4-link.
arms and a track bar. It's 5 links.
Yeah.
But they don't call it a 5-link.
I want
neither
to
does
see
Toyota.
somebody do it. I want to see some like double triangulated.
Yeah, Toyota calls it a multi-link.
You
They don't
guys are
call it a
really
5-link.
pushing up your glasses over there today.
Actually, if you want to get the actual technical,
Oh look, they took another page out of Jeep.
So yeah,
They have an electronic disconnecting sway bar.
they've had that in the TRD Pro, I think, right?
No.
No,
Was it independent front
not
and
that I've
rear?
seen. No,
No,
it's
no,
just
that's
solid
rear.
So it's a Bronco.
Oh no, they are doing an optional KDSS.
KDSS. Oh, the
Wait.
the hydraulic.
That is actually gone. There is no more KDSS.
Thank God.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if
Probably
the
should have read
Platinum
through this
had.
before we started recording.
I think the
No,
Platinum
no.
has electronic.
Because we don't know anything of what we're talking about.
You're right. I'm just making all this up.
Yep.
Directly from the car
You
driver
definitely
article.
don't have the article in front of you right now. As
I
we
do.
speak.
I do think the Platinum has an electronic suspension. I think it's got that electronic adjusting suspension.
This is the irony to me. The section of the car and driver article is literally new suspension thinking. The 4Runner shares the same architecture as the Tacoma and the Land Cruiser. Its suspension layout utilizes the same sort of control arm suspension up front and multi-link live axle arrangement in the rear. It's the same basic concept as before, but the geometry has been thoroughly rethought. So it's not new.
Yeah.
You just made adjustments to it.
They measured, went, measured.
If we add an inch here and
checks out.
take away an inch
Ship it.
here, it still works.
Yeah, if we
You know what that makes me think of? It's the meme where all the girls are in hard hats looking at a blueprint, and it's a blueprint of a sandwich. That's Toyota with the
But it's a
forward-
Jeep. They got the tape measure out and they're just measuring a Jeep.
they drove a jail and they're like, hey, how'd they make this better? Then they measured the angles and brackets.
Sure,
Same, but different.
just make sure it doesn't look the same.
What answer did you get for B?
Yeah.
Same but different. That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Damn it, Jeep, we didn't pass. I copied right off of you. I mean,
I'm an idiot.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, it's going to sell. I'm sure it's going to have all the great things about a Toyota, the reliability and all the other fun shit. It just doesn't do it for me. It doesn't excite me. Like I said, the Tundra, the Tacoma, and the Land Cruiser were all exciting. This is like we set off the 8-inch mortars already, and now we have sparklers.
So what, like I was saying, what I think
All right,
happened,
kids, what's left in the box?
and what they're gonna see, what I think happened, what they're gonna see that happened to Jeep is the
dog today.
the Grand Cherokee and the Grand Wagoneer,
Yeah.
the 4Runner and the Land Cruiser, the exact same car. They're selling
but the
against
Land
their own
Cruiser
market.
is so much smaller than a Wagoneer.
No, I'm saying that the 4Runner and the Land Cruiser are the exact same cars. They're the same size.
Oh, you're referring to like the Wagoneer and the Cherokee L.
Correct.
issue.
And
Yeah,
how they bit themselves in the ass with that.
That's because Jeep was going to separate Wagoneer into another brand, which was fucking dumb, and they've already canceled that. So
we've already got Ram.
yeah. So like the Grand Cherokee
much.
L is going to get canceled. The Ram is probably going to get canceled because they can't sell any of those things.
It's like
So those are
Scion.
going to be cheap here soon.
Yeah.
So that
everything's cheap. Well, we drove by the Frederick Jeep dealer earlier, and every Wrangler's got 50% off MSRP
Yeah.
on their windshield.
so
God damn.
so what you're saying there makes me think that
Toyota's going to shoot themselves in the foot.
the Land Cruiser is going to go the same way as the Land Cruiser is the
I
fucking,
think
what was the
the-
fucking
I think
boxy one?
So to
I
me,
think the
they
only
made them
thing that
different.
saves that is it's a land. Like people have been begging for a Land Cruiser
Yeah.
for a long time.
I think the
I'm
Land
not-
Cruiser will be a fad. I
I'm
think it'll
not.
be 5
I'm
years.
not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying I think they'll sell well out of the gate.
Correct. It'll be exactly like the
peop-
Gladiator.
Yeah,
Like the
because
FJ, like the FJ.
because people sat there and went, "We want this. We want," just like people sat there and went, "We want another Jeep truck.
Yeah.
We want another Jeep truck," because they had the J10, they had the Comanche, and
Right.
people nostalgic for it. Went,
Everybody
we
who wanted
want
a Gladiator
this.
bought a Gladiator,
And
that was
then
it.
we're starting to see the resurgence of the Gladiator because people are finally
No, because they're lowering the price so much.
It's
No,
it's that, but
Tim's 100% on it.
people are sitting there going, okay, it's not a truck. People, when it first came out, were like, oh, it's a Jeep and a truck. And then they realized it's not a truck.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
Jeep with a bed.
you can't use it for truck things.
yeah, the only reason you're seeing a resurgence now though is because they're
cheap.
Oh, no.
slashing the prices.
100%.
and the Wranglers are still high.
And then
Yeah.
you
you're
go in
gonna-
to buy a Wrangler and you leave with a Gladiator.
And
That's
you're
the
pro-
only reason people are having
and you're probably
Gladiators.
going to see that happen with the Land Cruiser too. It'll sell really hot. It'll
Yeah.
fall off because the people who are obsessed with Land Cruiser will buy it. The people who aren't won't. And then all of a sudden, the 4Runner will still be expensive. The Land Cruiser will get cheaper. and then it's going to start selling.
Yeah, and they'll
well
just pull the Land Cruiser will sell in other markets.
Correct.
It will not
I'm
sell
gonna,
in the U.S. market.
I'm going to disagree with that to an extent. I think you're right. I think it's going to come out, and people who want a Land Cruiser are
yeah.
going to go buy it. I think Toyota is expecting that
100%.
and I think you're only going to see a 3 to 5 year run on the Land Cruiser, and then the 4Runner will take back over. I think there's a planned obsolescence in the Land Cruiser.
And they're going to do the smart thing is while there's still demand there, they're going to call the end of it. So
Yeah.
like they should have done with the
100%,
Gladiator. They should have been like, hey, we're 4 years in with the Gladiator. We should say next year's the last year.
100%.
And that way
and you'll get people to buy them.
you'll get people to buy them, and then they don't exist anymore, and they'll be asking for them again. Opposed to now,
It's like the Enchilada at Taco Bell.
The Gladiator is still there. Nobody fucking wants it, and nobody's ever going to want it back.
Code red.
Yeah, the Sequoia is too popular for another full size SUV.
Yeah.
and they didn't make the Land Cruiser that big.
No, it's 4Runner sized.
No,
Yeah.
the Sequoia
Yeah.
is still their large SUV.
I would actually, I'm partly curious to see. I think they're going to be. I think the 4Runner, if they were smart, is actually a little bit smaller. If they're smart, because I
And
think
they are smart. I think Toyota, as brands go, I think Toyota is one of the smartest brands on the market.
I agree. There's a reason why they're like, as much as I knock them, and I probably won't.
That's why they
ever
stayed out
buy
of the full
one.
EV.
Right. I
They look ahead.
They don't even do plugins.
They look ahead.
They don't.
They
I
sit
think
there
they've got like 2 plugins right
because they actually do market research and they go, that's not feasible.
Toyota, I forget what the number. I think it's 15 years. Like everybody else usually works on like an 8 to 10 year range. Toyota thinks 15 years ahead. So they're already when Ford and GM and all these big threes were getting all these tax credits and EPA credits to build all these full EVs, Toyota's sitting there going,
That's gonna fizzle out.
we can't sustain EVs for 15 years.
Yeah.
So we're not going to waste our time and energy. We have enough hybrids. We've been building this long enough. We know this works.
They already had the credits.
We don't need to do this to offset our Dodge Hellcat. Like,
every single one of their
we
cars
don't-
came with a hybrid option. They went, we've got the credits, guys. Don't worry about it.
Our average,
Would you like to buy some of ours?
our brand average MPG is high enough. Like we're not offsetting a 5-liter Mustang
Dude, Toyota's been averaging like 30 miles a gallon
since
for the last-
1995.
for the last 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
Back when everyone was like, why do you need 30 miles to the gallon?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I still hate the interior. Like all they did was basically put an iPad on a dashboard.
See,
That's everything though.
No, but
Everything is doing that
everybody
now.
puts an iPad in the dashboard. They just mounted
just
it to
stuck
the
it
top
out.
of the dashboard.
That's fair.
To be
But
fair,
they did
Ram also did that too, which is why I can't.
It's a little more integrated in the Rams.
Like I
It
said
does
earlier,
look good on the Rams.
I will give them credit for not doing the single screen dashboard and infotainment.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That is the worst thing that the automotive market has done. Like I was upset when they got rid of the DEN system radios.
Well,
so
yeah,
you can't
that's-
replace your radios now.
Yeah, you can.
But
You just have to spend a lot more money.
yeah, you have just a ton more money.
Well, you can't
but-
buy the $49.99 Walmart special.
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
but what are you replacing it with?
You don't need to replace it.
Whatever comes up in 5 years
what-
and,
what do you-
and your single screen is obsolete.
Who was it that I was just talking to about
And what-
this?
and what's that
Or
gonna
watching
be?
a video of it.
Unparalleled
we talked
audio.
to Eric about it too.
Was it Eric that was complaining about the USB thing?
That was me.
But that was at
That
Eric.
was me. Yeah,
That
yeah.
was on the Eric episode
Yeah.
that you probably all just listened to.
yeah. Yep, literally last week.
Yeah. Future past.
No, 2 weeks ago. This is 101. This is
Oh, this is
episode 101.
So 3 weeks ago.
We haven't recorded 100 yet. We're liquoring up for it.
Yeah.
Future past.
Yeah, futures past. Past.
Futures past.
Yeah,
futures.
But that-
Guys, episode.
But that was me talking about technology because like
Oh.
we bought that Santa Fe
That's what it was,
in
yeah.
July, and it's got USB ports.
Okay.
And now everything's
You buy a new
USB-C.
phone, does it come with USB or USB-C?
Does it matter?
Yeah, because now you have to buy another piece of equipment to make that charger work in your car.
He's not wrong.
It's an issue.
No.
and as technology updates, these single system infotainment systems are not going to be replaceable. So you're going to have to buy a new car to upgrade the technology to work with your
He's
new
not- he's
technology
not
in your
wrong.
pocket.
Don't give him side eye. He's not wrong.
No. I'm not giving him side. I'm thinking like
Back in the 90s, I can go buy an 88 fucking Caprice, and I can put a Bluetooth radio in it today that has a USB-C in it.
Okay.
You're never going to be able to buy. I mean, maybe one day you can buy a 2024.
What
like
does
30
the USB end have anything to do with the end that goes into your phone?
It has
It's nothing that goes in your phone.
It used
So-
to be a regular USB that came on the end of the cord. The new iPhone is now USB-C on both ends.
So you can't take your plug that you got with your phone and plug it into your car.
Blame the phone companies. Don't blame the car companies.
Well, but that's
it's the same shit the phone
But
companies got in
that-
trouble with
but
10
that-
years ago,
that's-
where they just kept changing shit all the time.
but
That's what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
Is like
they're making
you
it harder to
can't-
change.
You
things.
can't change the car to match the phone. You have to buy a new car,
Dude,
to match the
welcome
phone.
to the age we live in. That's
Yeah, I
going to
mean-
be a problem
Oh, I
we
know.
face for the rest of our fucking lives.
Because
we're the last generation that dealt with shit
okay.
never
It's okay.
changing until now.
This is only coming from an Android user.
Yeah.
So it's also
true.
it's also because what Tom says is cars aren't cars anymore. They are technology.
yeah.
Correct.
You're buying a new piece of tech.
Welcome to being the last generation of people who were around before the massive influence of technology.
We need a car company like Edison Motors that's going to make things that don't
It ain't
go
gonna happen.
obsolete.
Android
It ain't
Auto.
gonna happen.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I just unplugged your
Keep
headphones.
buying.
Yeah, it sounds-
keep buying
we're
your older
back.
cars.
So
That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Here's what I think the trend will do. The
Blow it
trend of making cars tech is making cars interesting again. So I'm not fully against it.
Oh, neither am I.
However, you can't let the full EV movement was letting the tech outweigh the point of the car.
Correct.
No, speak up.
So I think there is a
It was also letting the federal government outweigh the tech of the car.
well, yeah, it was the federal government putting their hands in everything, which is a different podcast.
The worst.
I'll go get my tinfoil real quick.
Damn Tesla owners
There's
ruining
no
everything.
tinfoil about that. It's always happened.
well-
now we just know it.
Yeah.
It's just out there.
I like the tech upgrades, like because the reason there was a demand to upgrade your car 20 years ago was because the tech in the car was junk.
Well, yeah, but also
Now we get
the speed of technology changing has not changed. It changes just as quick, if not quicker now.
But the thing was,
it changes quicker now.
the car companies didn't upgrade what was in the car because they didn't need to.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a way to sell the car, so they
Correct.
give you the latest and greatest technology. Which again, it's not a negative, but
Do it.
as an enthusiast. Like it's funny. I just had this conversation with Devin, his brother, or Devin's brother.
It's gonna
Unparalleled
suck for
audio.
him.
Well, but here's the thing.
He'll get to charge more.
Yep.
But there's an entire segment of automotive customization that we don't even dip our toe into because it's become so complicated. Where it used to be
bullshit.
12 wires and
You can
and,
start a
and your
car.
buddy not even start a car. I used to have the colors memorized for wiring a single DIN radio into because that's what
yeah.
all through high school. Every one of my friends got a car. We put a fucking stereo in it, and I would red to red, blue,
We did it in the Comanche.
the green, the
Yeah.
black, the white with black, the gray with black, and the purple with black are your four speakers. Like
Done.
I could sit there and wire a stereo in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was that simple. Now, what we were just talking about with Andre, it was all the HVAC controls are integrated.
You got so many integrated
Everything
units.
there's multiple
Oh, and
computers.
the car hates it.
Yeah.
The cars hate it, but the aftermarket manufacturers are keeping up with it. The plug and play systems do exist. They're not $49.99 at Walmart.
They're $3,000.
They're $3,000.
Yeah.
But you
I saw my
can do
Crutchfield
it.
when I was down there last.
But the part that to me is it's not necessary anymore. To me it was a necessity. My 96 X-Ray that I drove in high school was garbage. The first thing you did when I bought an old car was change
New audio.
everything.
Yep.
Now, it's funny, like driving the shop Jeep around the other day. My 03 Chevy, the truck has Bose speakers in it. Still to this day, they're 20 years old.
Yeah, they work
sound
great,
great
yeah.
Because Bose is awesome.
I have the aftermarket head unit in it for CarPlay, but the speakers sound great. I'm driving around a base sport JK and the speakers are fucking trash.
The Alpine speakers are a huge difference. I
Right.
love my Alpine speakers.
But and he's got the bass speakers in it. It's still got the bass Uconnect radio that makes me want to punch the
Oh,
dash.
fuck you, Connect, dude.
I was scrolling through because I've been watching everything.
You
so
want to hot swap the axles into my Jeep? We'll take my Jeep to Moab.
oh no, I'm probably gonna change the stereo before we leave for Moab,
Dude,
'Cause
fuck
it's that. Like I might take it out of the truck just to go to Moab. Like it's that bad.
Just get the JVC for $250.
yeah, that's what I
and
have.
be
Yeah, the
done with
JVC's
it.
in the truck, but
Yeah,
it's
but
like
it's not in the Jeep.
no, I know. It's just I might take it out of my truck and put it in the Jeep just for the week, just to get rid of Uconnect because I accidentally pushed the voice
Don't even
button
remove
on the
the
steering
Uconnect.
wheel.
Just have it sitting in the passenger seat.
I was trying to scroll through and look at the trans temp, and I hit the voice button, and then it's like, "Would you like to?" And it lists off the entire menu before it will, and I'm just screaming at the cancel.
That's
and
Alexa before Alexa.
and then it's like, "Would you like to connect a new phone?" Yeah, I was.
It always heard when you talked to it until you actually wanted to give it a command,
Yep.
and then it was like it went deaf. Now I will say, I think it was Doug Scuda has one. Like he did an aftermarket head unit that does all of the diagnostic display.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, the Pioneer has it for the Jeep.
which is actually
and
nice.
Stinger does it too, don't they?
Alpine does it.
Alpine, thank you.
Yeah,
Alpine, not Pioneer.
Alpine does it.
Yeah, I
But
got the
like
60.
that to me would be a worthwhile up. Like especially if you're using it.
You're
from
spending $3,000 for that though.
from a performance standpoint. Like okay, cool. You've got all of that information there. Outside of that, right now there is not an aftermarket head unit that has anything that a factory head unit doesn't have.
Right.
That at least the average person is going to use it for, which is CarPlay or Android Auto.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because that's all you need. As soon as you plug your phone in and your screen turns into your phone screen, that's all 99% of people are using it
So
for.
to wrap up, are you buying or are you selling the
No.
4Runner?
I'm not doing either because I'm not buying it, so I can't sell it.
So you're
Toyota
not,
what?
Why aren't you buying it?
Because there's, at least as it sits right now, there's not enough different from a 5th gen that I can't buy a 5th gen for $25,000 less and still do to it and have a good 4Runner.
I wouldn't go that far. However,
Are you buying or selling, Tom?
I'm buying Toyota. I'm selling the 4Runner.
Okay. Why are you selling it?
I don't.
One item. One item. Why are you selling it?
Why am I selling
One item. Why are you selling it? Just 1 point.
of the new stuff? It's not the best.
Okay.
It's-
BJ, buy or sell. I'm wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Buying Toyota, selling 4Runner is not the 5th gen.
Okay, so
buy the
I'm
Tundra.
The 5th gen is just too iconic.
Yeah. I mean, at this point,
Yeah.
I'm buying the 4Runner. I'm selling the Land Cruiser because I think the Land Cruiser has an end life.
Do we need to go back to the episode where you like basically jizzed all over the TV screen?
I love the Land Cruiser. I think the Land Cruiser is really cool, but I think with the 4Runner, the Land Cruiser and the 4Runner are too similar. The Land Cruiser has an end life.
You know what? Fuck it. Sell them both. I'll take a Tundra.
yeah.
Honestly, I picked the Tundra.
I'm Tacoma. I'm Tacoma.
That's fair.
So you
No,
like
you're
being
Tim.
squished up against your steering wheel?
Yeah. Actually, the way I sit, me and my wife have the same seating position,
What?
and she's 5'5".
Your wife is 6 inches shorter than you.
Oh, I know.
Hey man, 6 inches is a lot. Okay.
6 inches is average. Okay.
And on that note, I appreciate you guys listening. It's been 101 fucking episodes. We're gonna go.
Shit show.
We're gonna go and record episode 100 now. So hopefully that explains everything.
The past, the future past.
Like, subscribe, follow. If you leave us a review, I will send you a sticker pack. Leave us a review. Send me a screenshot of it. I'm mailing one out tomorrow.
May old episodes be forgot.
And go get fucked up.
Oh, Steel Reserve, you've got us fucked.
On that note, go follow us over our social at the Dirt Drive. Dirt Nerds Off-Road, Dirt Nerds Motors.
DirtNerdsOffroad.com.
What else do we have? Like and subscribe on YouTube. YouTube is growing. We do post a podcast every week to YouTube, up to date.
Our YouTube grows more and more every time it gets excited. So.
Exponentially.
Exponentially.
Go check out Unparalleled Audio, by the way.
Oh, PJ Pomada Photography. I don't know what else.
Yeah. No,
Bars.
we're plugging Andre, right? Yeah.
All right, yeah, Unparalleled Audio.
Okay, bye.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.